It's International Women's Day, and this year we're encouraging women to be bold for change. So I caught up with a local expert in the innovation ecosystem to find out how more women can become entrepreneurs. Thanks for your time today, Trena.
You're welcome.
Now tell me, what was the motivation for setting up your business, FD Global Connections?
Like all business owners, I saw a gap in the market. But what I understood over time was that 80% of Australian companies that launch in the US market fail. And that really stuck with me for a number of years. And I felt that with my knowledge of the New York market, the US market, with my skills of leadership and running large teams and companies, that maybe there was an opportunity for me to close that gap in the market.
What proportion of new businesses are being set up by women in Australia every year?
So 34% of all Australian businesses are founded and managed by women. That's a total of 660,000 in Australia. It's a great number. However, when you compare it to OECD, we're actually behind what other OECD markets are doing. So there's a great opportunity still for women to establish their businesses, and there's a lot of support now for women to do that.
What opportunities have become available through the Australian Federal Government's 2015 Innovation Agenda?
For Australia, we've been terrific and very profitable over the number of years around mining our natural resources to grow our economy. What we're now doing is turning to mining our population for great ideas and great creativity. So to support that, the government in 2015 invested $1.5 billion over 4 years to put in place a program and a framework to support startups.
Are there any benefits available specifically for women?
In fact, it's a gender-neutral program, so no specifics for women and none for men either. But what I'm seeing is that there are very specific programs being established by women who are looking to support women entrepreneurs. So, for example, there are co-working spaces which are being designed by women for women. There are female investors that are looking to invest specifically into female entrepreneur activity.
In the work that you have done with your clients, are there any common barriers to women setting up their own business?
We are our own worst enemy. We often look at an opportunity, come up with an idea, but then we step back and go, well, I don't have all the skills to run a business, so I'm not going to try. That's the wrong approach. We'll never know all the skills to run a business. So what women need to do is to look at their strengths, look at what they're really good at, and then draw on the network around them. And that could be mentors, advisors, coaches, to bring those skills in that complement the skills that the founder does have.
I read an article that you recently wrote about the Women's Entrepreneurial Cities Index. Just how important is a woman's location to either accelerating or decelerating their entrepreneurial efforts?
The Dell Cities Index looks at 5 areas: culture, capital, market, talent, and technology. And New York was rated number 1 out of the 25 global cities for supporting women entrepreneurs. Sydney, interestingly, was the only Australian city that was rated, and it came out number 8, which isn't bad. In terms of the location, it is important, however, it's not critical. And what I would suggest for those women that are not in those 25 global cities, there are resources available to you in your community or online. It's just a matter of searching for those, but I assure them that they are there.
Sound advice from a true expert. Thanks for your time.
It's a pleasure.